Welcome everybody back to the channel. Yes, it's Drop Gems. We're gonna drop another gem. And yeah, you see it here, guys. It's gonna be a massive rant on all movies. John Christopher Reilly. Yes, John C. Reilly. It's gonna be a rant, a massive movie rant on John C. Reilly. John Reilly here. I like John Reilly. I want to start that off right now before I rant on his movies. And we're going to keep this not personal. I'm not going personal. We're going to keep this professional. So we're going through a list of his movies, guys, his filmography, and why I don't like his movies anymore. Or maybe never did. I mean, you tell me. There's one movie I like. Maybe two, okay? We're going to discuss. Actually, there's three, okay? I'm going to be honest. There's three. Maybe there might be more. We're going to discuss what movies I like, which ones I hate, which ones I don't like, and why John C. Reilly there's a downfall. Okay? The downfall of John C. Reilly. That's what we're gonna call this video, probably in the fucking title. And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's a downfall. Okay? Here we go. So John C. Reilly here, and this is my reasoning behind making this video, because it breaks my heart, my achy breaky heart. No, seriously, it breaks my fucking heart. I really like John C. Reilly. I love this guy. I'm sure he's an awesome person. I'm sure, he didn't mean for this to happen, and he's made some great movies. I just don't know why the decline. I don't understand what the fuck happened to him and why he went to straight comedy. And the first thing you're going to read here on Wikipedia about him is, yes, he's an actor, guaranteed. But the next first thing you're going to read, of course, he's a comedian. For the first thing, he's an actor, but he's a comedian next. That you got to focus on that. Let's see what made him an actor, and then what made him a comedian, and now what made him a piece of shit because he don't fucking make good movies anymore. He doesn't do good roles anymore, and he's just become a laughing stock when he's not funny. John C. Reilly's not funny. So let's talk about Dewey over here, Mr. Dewey. Let's go through his movies, okay? I want to get a filmography on this guy, and let's check it out. So this is why I'm using the filmography. I'm going to explain why. Because this is why I'm explaining the decline. And I'm showing you with proof that everyone can see and you can look up for your fucking self. So check it out. We're going to start with these movies. Above the Law. Didn't know he's in that. He plays a young thug. So he starts out his career pretty well. Going to be being in a Steven Seagal movie. You got a winner right there. So anyways, I'm not going to do that. So let's just fucking go. So Casualties of War. I remember seeing him maybe briefly in that in the background. Sure. Cool. We're No Angels, Don't Know, Days of Thunder. Yes, we remember him. I think he was a crew member. Okay, cool. State of Grace, he comes out with. So, as you can see, guys, there's no comedies. I want to keep that clear when he starts out. For a lot of years, there's no comedies. Look at these years here. There's no comedies. So, and I like that about John C. Reilly. That's what I liked about him. That's what I respected about him. That's what I tuned in for. So out on a limb, we don't know anything about that. But let's start with Hoffa here. This is a movie I love. Jack Nicholson, of course. Danny DeVito directed. Danny DeVito co-stars Jack Nicholson, and yeah, he's in here. John C. Reilly, and he plays. Spoilers ahead, everybody. So fuck off. John C. Reilly movie spoiler alert, and other movie spoilers. You don't like this channel? I really don't care if you don't like this channel. I'm getting my heart opinion out there, and I could sleep good at night. So fuck that. Yeah, so, and why you shouldn't watch John C. Reilly anymore comedies when you hear it on the fucking, when you see an ad for it, or you know one's coming out. You shouldn't be hyped or anticipating any of his fucking movies anymore. You know exactly what it is, Listen, Hoffa, great movie. He does great in it, John C. Reilly. I got to admit, he plays this guy that rats out. They tag him as the guy that rats out Hoffa. It's cool. Anyways, What's Eating Gilbert? Great part for him. Great serious part. And this is not a comedy. Do you see that? It's a drama. So we still got dramas. We got great movies here. Great picks for John C. Whoever was his agent during this time frame, you'll see the time frame I'm talking about, did amazing for him. Anyways, skip. Oh, he's never listened to this shit, so he won't take my advice. It's too late now. He's already banked, like I said, millions and millions of dollars off his comedy. Anyways, back to it. So The River Wild's next. Great movie. Underrated movie. Lesser known movie. But he gets his finally he gets his real deal shot here in The River Wild in '94, opposite Meryl Streep and Kevin Bacon. And even Kevin Bacon's just starting out a little bit, so to speak. So, he gets his little first starring role. Kevin Bacon. Meryl Streep's supposed to be the star, but fuck all that. Whatever. We don't talk about that. That's another video, of course. The River Wild. And yes, Mr. Bacon over here, he plays all these good names. Good two names there, and Reilly holds his own, and he makes believable, and you feel for his character. So props, and that's what I like about John C. Reilly, or I did like about him, that his characters that he played, he was more than a character actor at times. He felt like his part was a full part, even though it was supposed to be played as a third person or a third wheel character. You guys know what I'm saying. He made you feel like he had a bigger part than it was. And that's what I like about him in these movies. Hoffa, What's Eating Go Grits. He seems like he got his stride, hit his fucking stride when he got a moment to shine. And I love that about John C. He took his moment, he shined, and he did something different. And it was and he was somebody that. And let's just go move on from this shit. Oh, nobody's gonna listen to this anyway, so who fucking cares? The River Wild, yes, and like I already talked about that. And next year, like I said, he comes out with Dolores Claiborne. He doesn't have a big role at all, so drops off a little bit. See, so we go to '95, and he's in Georgia here, and I guess he's friends with Jennifer Jason Leigh or something, because this is back-to-back movies with her, Claiborne in Georgia. But anyways, it's still drama, still crime. Still serious movies that he was good in. Look at this, Boys with Winona Ryder. Guys, let me know how that movie is. Let me know if she does anything in that. Winona Ryder. Good one. I didn't know he starred her in that. That's cool. So as you see, serious movies. Horror movie. Boogie Nights. We also know him from that once in a while, right? He comes in. That was cool. He got a good serious part. Chicago Cab. Drama. See? Drama. The Thin Red Line, we all know that's drama. So John C. keeps it consistent with his movies all the way to '99. Now he jumps into comedy at '99 with Never Been Kissed. It might have been a friend that brought him in to the comedy. Now we're going to talk about what brought him into comedy. What I think brought John C. Reilly into comedy. 100% what I think brought him in. But in this movie, there's a lot of people. So he might have been friends with someone and got into the movie. Obviously, because look at this, he kind of declined a little bit here with his movies, so to speak, but not the genre movies. He stayed on the same thing, and that's what makes him a success. Maybe he thought, well, look, I hit the pinnacle here, with Claiborne or The River Wild. Excuse me, The River Wild. He hit the pinnacle, and he thought he would get more starring roles or better roles. He thought he'd be the Bacon of the movies by now, but he wasn't. And you can't be discouraged, Mr. Reilly. You can't be discouraged, Mr. Reilly. You need to keep going forward like you were doing and doing the right thing. Your agent was putting you in the position to win. And everyone loses, bro. Everybody misses a shot here and there in bricks. You know that. There's a couple bricks here. There's a couple fucking tossers. But, you got to do what you got to do and stick with what works, Mr. Reilly. That's the thing about Hollywood in the entertainment business. They never stick to what works. And if they're just afraid to, They're just afraid to get old and stale, but you want to keep shit fresh too. You want to make the same meal, but you want to put some new spices in that shit once in a while. Anyways, fuck all that. It always pleases everyone, doesn't it, at dinner? So, same thing with movies. Let's get this real, though. I'm not talking that. John C. Reilly, we're talking. So he switches up his game a little bit here. So let's keep on track, though. But I'm going to tell you where this motherfucker really does it, though. Like where he hits his pinnacle. So he's going to do it now. So he's Never Been Kissed, but he stays for the love of the game. He goes back to serious. Don't know much about this movie, guys. Oh, yeah, it's Kevin Costner. Okay, so I don't know what, another side role for him. Another side plate of mashed potatoes he plays. Mashed potatoes, Kevin Costner's the steak. We got Sam Raimi there, too. So, he's the Brussels sprouts on that plate. Anyways, so Magnolia with Tommy Cruise, I know he's in that. Okay. And then now look, he's in The Perfect Storm, guys, and he plays a very good role in this movie. This is the movie I wanted to point him out in. and give him much love and credit for it, and say this is where I was turned on to John C. Reilly, playing Mr. Dale Murphy here. Big time movie, The Perfect Storm. Huge movie back in 2000. Made a lot of money. You know, a lot of coverage on this movie and the story behind it, hence being true and all that, you know, quote unquote true. But yeah, what a fucking movie. It grew on me. This movie grows. I'm not here to review this movie. I'm here to talk about John C. Reilly and his decline and his downfall. The downfall, baby. And I ain't talking that other movie. I'm talking this man right here. Where is he? There he is. He was still looking at us this whole time. Oh, Dewey, we're gonna cover you. Cover you, Dewey. Oh, it was an honor, and they should have sliced his throat. Anyways, check it out. So let's get to it. Puncture wounds. We got these movies here. So he's jumping in with The Perfect Storm. Boom! He finally hits that role, and he's like, yeah. Opposite George Clooney. Wahlberg's there too. He's got his crew. He's like, my career is going nothing but up now. Finally, I'll be walking the red carpet with all these fucking guys I was co-starring with. No, he didn't. So what happens is he goes to the anniversary party, guys, a comedy drama. So it's still drama, still real movies, you know, real acting, real shit he's got to do, you know. I don't know. The anniversary party. Never seen it, don't know much about it. Frank's book is blocked out, don't know shit about that. The Good Girl, right? This looks I don't know, is it interesting? Jennifer Aniston's in it. Anyways, The Good Girl, so it's a comedy, because you know Aniston's in it. It's a comedy drama. So here he goes. He goes comedy. So I think he fired his agent. I don't know why he would do that after The Perfect Storm, after booking that shit. Maybe because he got booked for the anniversary party next. I don't know what happened. Something happened here. Something happened. But I'll tell you what happened real here. So anyways, he gets back on track, though, with Gangs in New York and historical epic drama. Loved him in that movie. Everybody loves him in that. So, and then he's Chicago. So you see here, he hits another stride. The Hours. What's this shit? It's a comedy, right? Psychological drama. Oh, shit. So anyways, he must have the same agent, excuse me. He must have just fucking, I don't know what happened. So anyways, he stays on track, but this is where he gets to recognize something. So the anger management, we all know him as Mr. Older Arnie Shankman. And okay, guys, was he funny? Move on. Yeah, but you know, it's an Adam Sandler movie. It was a huge movie with Jack Nicholson. You know, any part you play in that movie is gonna be known and remembered and looked at and analyzed and talked about. So, oof. Well, let's move on. He gets back on track with the Aviator. So he's flip flopping here, guys. He's on comedy for one movie, and then he switches it all the way to real hardcore movie shit, real acting. You know, trying to walk the red carpet with these people, and then he comes back to the Aviator. Because I don't know what's happening with this guy. I wish I knew more. I'm not going to read his whole biography. I'm not going to read anything on him, honestly. I'm just going to give my opinion on why I think he's on the downfall, why he downfalled, and what happened to this fucking man, and why he could have been more, and he should have been more than he is. You know, from here on out, I don't know what the fuck. So, anyways, he gets on track with the Aviator opposite DiCaprio and shit like that, and he's got a good role in this movie. I believe him. I like him. And I always like him better in serious roles and serious movies and taking him serious rather than comedy. I don't like him in comedy. Anyways, the Aviator, criminal. So he's sticking to his roots, sticking to what works. You know, maybe it doesn't make him as much money, but he's an artist. This is his job. This is something he loves to do, right? No, he's going to sell out, guys. Is that what it is, Mr. John C. Reilly? You're a sellout? Is that what it is, Mr. Reilly? I think he's sold out. I think that's what it is. We're going to see where he sold out. I think that's what it is, guys. We're doing this psychology shit right here on Drop Gems, you know? The downfall. So, let's wrap this shit up, though, because I'm tired. This motherfucker don't deserve any more of my time watching movies or shows or any of his attention on his Wikipedia, any input on his life. I mean, his life, his professional life. Let's go to it. The Aviator, criminal, all you that favorite, they'll just play it out. Dark Water, remember him in that? Jennifer Connelly. opposite. He played a small role. So guys, check this out, right? So we're gonna say he's big time here, big time. Martin Scorsese film. Then he goes to Criminal. Then he just does something that's blocked out. Then he drops down to Home Rental. Basically a home rental. They did release this in theaters, but in 2005, but I'm sure it didn't bank. And he had a small role either way. If it did bank, he doesn't like having those little tidbit roles. You know that he's way beyond that in 2005. Look at this guy. He's tried. He's worked his way. He should have been hit the big time 10 years ago when The River Wild. And he's thinking that in his head. He's like, I should have been walking the red carpet with Kevin Bacon, and everybody else 20, 30 years ago. What the fuck? Anyways, so he's got to change. I think he fires his agent, or he moves somewhere. He does something different. Something happens, and I think what happens is he gets cast in something. Now, it could be this thing in 2006, but I think really the strong influence here was his friend, of course, his friend and really close friend there, partner, Will Ferrell. I think he was cast in this movie or approached by someone. It might have been from this musical play or some shit like that, musical comedy. Who's in this shit? I think he met someone or something happened here, or he fired his agent, or something happened where hmm, you know, he always dabbled in comedy, but he didn't fucking go full head up deep. Shit deep in it. Shit deep, feet deep, knee deep. He's knee deep here. So he goes in, right? And Farrell tells him, listen, you're fucking amazing. You're super funny. Me and you are this amazing duo. You gotta work with me. And he plays Sasquatch and Tenacious D, and I hate this fucking Tenacious D shit. So moving on from that. Year of the Dog, no one knows about that. It's another comedy. So, and it's SNL people. See, Molly Shannon. So Molly Shannon's connected to Will Ferrell. So Ferrell says, "Oh God, these people are probably connected as well. I mean, Jack Black and all that shit. Whoever. All right, let's just skip to this. So yeah, he says you're amazing. I'll get you in part in another film." And he says, comedy film with my friend Molly over here, and he does. Gets him a job there in another comedy. He says you're fucking hilarious, and he's not, but now he gets his own starring role. Judd here, and I'm sure Mr. Apatow here is connected to Will Ferrell or somebody and we know it. So there's connections upon connections upon connections that we don't even know or see until we open our fucking eyes and analyze this shit, this guy's fucking career. Why? Ask yourself that shit always and try to answer that. So anyways, we're answering it right now, Mr. Reilly, Mr. Dewey. So Mr. Dewey here gets his own starring role finally after, what, 20 years? Oh shit, yeah, 20 years. Yep, nearly 20 years, 19 years to the day or something. He gets his starring role in Work Hard, the Dewey story, whatever. Don't even want to say this whole, because this is just trying to make you laugh, with the... Okay, I'm done. And so he says, that's it. This is the money. This is the money. I get my own starring role. It's not even about the money, because he was making money. Even if it was a little, he was making money. Fame, the movies, all kinds of shit he probably had going. Don't talk about money with this shit. 20 years in the business, he had money. It was just about, he wanted what he thought was his, what he deserved. He wanted that place, that first place trophy. He wanted to walk the red carpet. He wanted to go hand in hand with somebody on that red carpet. He wanted to be the star. He wanted to have the cameras flash at him. And that, man. That's what he worked for. It was like the NBA. Like he's a rookie, see? And then he finds his game finally, finds his rhythm through trial and error, through practice, and bam, he sells out. That's what I think had happened in Talladega Nights. Let's be real, man. I'm beating around the bush for this fucking guy. This is a rant on his movies. Fuck them. Because there's all for nothing here. What good is it if you do good in your past life but do no good in the present or future? You erased what the fuck you did. And everybody doesn't remember these great movies that he was in. The Perfect Storm, The River Wild, Hoffa. Man, Gangs of New York. Oh shit. Forgot about that, didn't I? But I do remember Anger Management, right, guys? We do remember Walk Hard, right, guys? You guys do remember Talladega Nights. Mm-hmm. You do remember those movies when he was fucking hitting that shit hard. We're not even halfway there. Step Brothers, of course, were there. The Promotion. More of that shit. More, says Will Ferrell. More, says John C. Reilly. More money, easy money. We'll make you a star. We made you the star, and we're gonna keep that star. See, you lost. We couldn't keep that star. See, back in those days, we couldn't keep that star, but now we're gonna keep your star shining bright by selling out and doing these stupid fuck comedies that no one gave a shit about. Look at this. The Promotion. Never fucking doesn't even come on TV. That's how shitty this movie is. Doesn't even come on TV, guys. Thank you, John C. Reilly, for that. And then, of course, he hits us with the classic. We love this movie. Step Brothers, I do too. Apatow back at it. Of course, there's that Will Ferrell connection. There it is. So, you see that connection there. Uh, right from Talladega Nights. He rode Ferrell's penis. I don't know if I could say that word on YouTube. Sorry. Rode his dick. The fucking, massive fame. And sold out to Will Ferrell. That's it. Just said, listen, I'm gonna ride shotgun with you in this vehicle, and if my head goes through the window, the windshield, I don't give a fuck. As long as I'm in your car, your nice Ferrari, riding around, getting the looks, getting the babes, don't matter to me. So that's basically what he's saying. He's selling out, selling his shit, selling them, and he sold it, and he worked. And he's a millionaire now, and he's a star. He's the fucking star. If he wants to star in a comedy, it doesn't matter. It has to matter what movie now, because he's not in no action or dramas. But if he wants to star in a comedy movie as the star, he will. And if he wants to do the red carpet, he will. So that's what he wanted, and he sold out for it. So thank you, John C. Reilly. Fuck you. Anyways, so he's in this movie 9 here. See, animation. See, comedy, animation shit. Not even real at this point. He's like, I make more money just from not even being in movies. And here it is again. Funny man. Look at him in the background there. Funny with his hair and everything. He's already funny with his face. He doesn't have to be funny at all. Make funny faces or make funny hair. He doesn't have to fuck. All he does is get up in the morning and get out of bed. This motherfucker's funny. This is stupid. Stupid. Cyrus. I don't know this movie. Is that Jonah Hill? That better be Jonah motherfucking Hill. Anyways. Never saw it. No one gives a shit. Cedar Rapids, guys. So look at the decline here. They're all comedies from now on. They're all funny. Funny. American comedy. Carnage. Comedy. $1 Billion Movie. Comedy. The Dictator. Comedy. Wreck-It Ralph. Comedy. Anchorman. Comedy. Bears. Comedy. We're calling Disney, comedy at this point for this guy. He narrates it, so he's laughing at it or saying something funny. Comedy. Life After Death. Guardians of the Galaxy. Comedy. Entertainment. American drama. Is it about a comedian? I think so. Yep, the plot follows a stand-up comedian. Comedy. The Lobster. Comedy. Tale of Tales. Would it be? A European fantasy horror film. Okay, this I have not seen, so not sure what he does in this or whatever. Let's skip past that. But, you can't give... This is a Belgian drama. Come on, guys. This is, I don't know what this is about here. We can't even count this. A Japanese anime. Okay, so like I said, he doesn't do real... He realizes he doesn't have to do real English dubs here. He just dubs voices. Sing. Comedy. The Little Hours. Comedy. Skull Island. Action movie. Big time. He's back. No. He plays it's comedy. He plays oh god, I don't want to talk. It's comedy. The Sisters Brothers. What is this? A comedy? What the fuck is this? Oh shit, he tries to get serious with Joaquin? What, in 2018? Oh man, you guys got me on this shit. Anyways, so, there's something, I think he got tired of what he was doing, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Anyways, he tries, but he'll never get it back. So he goes back to the comedy. Stan and Ollie, see? Oh, I can't believe this is in the movie. I can't. So the sisters brothers, it didn't work here. Something didn't work. I think Skull Island though. I heard something about him on that movie, so I think that worked. He thought he would get another big role or something, but no, I don't know. Something happened again. Like he thought he could be a star, but he wasn't. And that movie bombed opposite Joaquin. That's what happened. They realized he couldn't be number one. He couldn't be Michael Jordan. He had to stay Scotty. But he's not even a Scotty. I don't know what I want to say, but it's the best way I could put it if you all know what I'm saying. Feel me. Stan Ollie comedy. Ralph Breaks the Internet comedy. Holmes and Watson comedy. Licorice Pizza comedy. And let's finish this fucking shit off. The last one. A romantic thriller. Really? A film? Doesn't really say much about it. We can't trust that. So, look at this SNL in between. In between these movies, doing The Simpsons comedy, SNL comedy, Cracking Up comedy, HD comedy, Fallen Angels. What the fuck is this? Don't care. Bag Boy. Sure, it sounds like a comedy. Don't know. But also, I'm winning. These are fucking comedies. Everything's comedy, comedy, comedy. So, sorry if you're annoyed by me saying that, but I'm gonna let this rant, this massive John C. Reilly movie rant go, and I explain my reasons why there's a downfall. And I'm gonna call it a downfall without doing any kind of stupid ass documentary where I narrate you seeing clips of him talking to people with a microphone in his fucking face. I'm just doing it straight. Uh, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do it straight, and I'm gonna tell you how it is, and I'm not gonna stop. So I think that's enough for my rant from John C. Reilly. Yeah, it was a good one, guys. Like I said, I said nothing personal about this individual, this person. All I said about these movies and his career professionally is on the decline. It will always be on the. I don't know what he's got to do. He's got to come out of it. He's got to come out of it. He's got to come back to the real movies that he started his career on. He's got to remember what made him, or what drove him, or what drove him as an actor, not sell out. You know, like Will Ferrell did or some shit. I don't know. Maybe Ferrell was like, hey, this is the way to go to make money, and that's it. That you're getting old, and you're not that funny. Maybe he was real with him and said, listen, you're not that funny, dude, or you're not that talented, dude. Like, look at you. Like, you're never gonna make it. I was there, and I did this. I sold out, so to speak. Fuck it. Thank you guys for listening to stupid fucking John C. Reilly massive rant. Comment down below, please. Tell me what you think. Am I going overboard with this shit? Probably, but this is something that affects me. This is real. I really love this guy. Now I don't have any feelings for him, so you know what I mean? Alright, peace and love to John C. Reilly and everybody else.